Hey guys, I want to do a little update video just because it's been kind of quiet on the channel, and I want to let everybody know kind of what's going on and touch on a few subjects. I can already hear the screams right now. This is not a Game Chasers episode. This is a boring update video, but sometimes you just gotta update people and keep them informed. Now, the first thing I want to say is Game Chasers episodes. Now, this last episode is, I've been trying to do like the first of every month for the last few months just to be consistent. This month, however, obviously it didn't happen due to my life being pretty hectic right now. It should be this week where when it goes up, so yay for that. And after that, there'll probably be a little mini episode. Then that's going to round out season 4, and then season 4 will be done. But the good news is we're not taking this huge break that we usually do in between seasons. Usually between seasons we'll take a couple of months at the top, like maybe like a 3-month break. But that's not going to be the case this time. I already have episodes shot and stuff for season 5 to churn that out. I've been also getting a lot of messages of people saying that they're not, you know, when's the next episode? It's been months. And I'm like, no, it hasn't been months. It's been quite the opposite. There's the last 3 months, there's been like 5 episodes or 2 episodes. Okay, there's going to be 3 episodes and 2 to 3 mini episodes, mini chodes, even though one mini chode was pretty much a full-length episode. Consistently for 2 weeks for like the last 2 or 3 months, and apparently they're not getting into people's subscription feeds, or some people's subscription feeds, and they're not seeing them. So people are thinking that we haven't been putting out episodes when we have been putting out episodes. And so to you guys out there who, for whatever reason, may be seeing this video and don't know, you need to go check the backlog of episodes, because there's been quite a few over the last few months. In fact, the last few months it's been more consistent and more episodes than at any point in the history of this channel. So obviously they're not seeing them. They're not getting them in their subscription feed, and that's not just a problem with us. Seems to be a problem with YouTube in general. I've been seeing lots of people say pretty much the same thing. So don't know why it is, but go check it out if you haven't seen them. My personal channel and Jay's personal channel are going to start having a lot more content. We're going to be doing some things on his channel that we don't want to do on this channel. I don't want to flood this channel with so much content that the Game Chaser episodes get lost in the crowd, so to speak. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a lot of content on Jay's channel, and I'm going to do some stuff, personal stuff, on my channel as well. And you know, that doesn't mean that just Game Chaser episodes are going to be on this channel. We're going to do other stuff on this channel too, but there's going to be a lot of consistent every week content going on Jay's channel due to the fact that we don't want to oversaturate this one. And if you want to watch it, you can watch it. If not, then you don't watch it. But let me put the link right here to both of our channels, Shady J Show and Billy's Stupid Vlog, which I kind of renamed the Billy the Gaming Chode, and the links will be down here in the description area, so you just have to click that. And if you think that's something you'd want to watch, and I'm not going to be specific about what's going to be on there, you'll find out soon enough. But if you think you would want to watch extra content from us that's not Game Chasers related stuff, then subscribe to that if you want. Subscribe to it. It's been pretty hectic for me, and I've been, you know, I've said this in videos over the last couple of months, but it really has. As you can see, I'm in a place you probably have never seen before. This is my new game room in my new place. It's been pretty hectic moving everything, and shipping with the DVDs and stuff like that, and editing. But I took into consideration the channel and the show when choosing a new place to live, and making sure that I had plenty of room to utilize the space as kind of like a backdrop set sort of thing. So I had the show in mind when picking out a new place to live. And yes, of course, I want to have an awesome game room, but also, I mean, this whole area right here is dedicated to having something to shoot, somewhere to shoot. And so it wasn't just me going, okay, I want a really cool game room. It's like, I want a really cool game room / cool set to shoot videos in. It's important to us. And so we did that. And it's not even remotely complete, and there's not gonna be a 2 before and a ladder here, and the sign's not gonna be there. It's a work in progress right now. I'm hoping by the end of the month it'll be set. But I'm having a couple of that with doing DVDs and stuff now. we're starting to get a lot of messages on Facebook and stuff like that about where's the DVDs, you know, where's my DVDs and stuff. All the US stuff and Canada stuff has been shipped at this point. If you're still in Canada and you're waiting for it, it's just probably just got to clear customs, and that can take upwards of like 2 to 3 weeks for whatever reason. Still don't know why, but it just does that. If you still haven't got it and you're in the US, then more than likely it got lost. So, you know, you need to email gamechasers.purchaseorders@hotmail.com down there if you have any issues like that. Overseas stuff, still working on that. You got to realize, guys, that it's a tedious process of just doing the customs forms, making sure addresses is correct. I have to go over each one, input it into PayPal, because none of the addresses transfer over from the Indiegogo page. So I have to actually input all that, purchase it myself, quote unquote, and then go through the PayPal process of checkout and filling out customs forms and stuff. So I have to do all that just for one order, and there's hundreds of them. So just keep that in mind, guys. I'm hoping by the everything will be shipped out by this month. But of course, some of you won't get them probably until early next month due to, again, customs. And I've sent stuff. There's one that like already arrived in Denmark after a week, but there are some in Australia who are still waiting after 3 weeks and still haven't got them yet, because sometimes for whatever reason, a particular country's customs will just hold it for an extended amount of time. Don't know why, but it's just the way it is. Nothing we can do about it. I don't want to get ahead of myself on the season 3 DVD. We're looking at ways to streamline the process to where it's not such a long wait between pre-order and you know, people getting actual DVDs in their hands. The reason that happened this year was 2 reasons. One, my doing, and one not my doing. I'll talk about the one that was my doing. It's the fact that I'm a perfectionist. I'm an absolute perfectionist when it comes to this sort of thing. And so I wanted the DVDs to be something that everyone would be proud of. And so I spent an extra couple of months working on them, making sure that I was packing as much content as possible in them. Because why would you purchase something that you could just see online for free, unless there's so much stuff in it that it makes it worth the purchase? And I could have just thrown something together and had it in your hands months ago, but I wanted to make sure that it was up to our standards and up to your standards of what you should expect from us. And so, knowing that, I just packed the thing as much as I could to the brim with material, and spent a lot more time on it, making sure it was absolutely perfect. And you know, I think it turned out great. It just sucks that it had to take a little bit longer. And the thing that was out of our hands was the fact that we kind of got screwed over by the DVD manufacturing company. It's supposed to be a 10-day turnaround where we give them the material and say, hey, produce our DVDs. So they put them on the little machines, they make them, they package them, and then they give them to us. It's supposed to be a 10-day turnaround, 10 working days. It ended up being over a month. And I'll just tell you why. Apparently there was some manager or whatever on the production line who plumb forgot to put our order into the system. Something as stupid as that caused it to be delayed. And so stuff like that, I mean, it was out of our hands. You know, we had to get on the phone, figure out what was going on, call them. Jay got on their ass pretty good about it. And we still had to wait and wait and wait, because by that time it was, you know, other people had gone, you know, had to have their orders fulfilled and stuff. So it was just turned into a huge mess. And so we ended up having to get orders in little increments. And so we had to ship out in little increments and not all, you know, big bulks all at once. So yeah, it's been a headache the last couple of months because of that and all the other stresses we've been going through. But you know, like I said, for the 3rd season, I want to figure out a way to get it in people's hands sooner, and I'm thinking that the best way to do that is to have the thing almost done before pre-order starts. Now, I don't want to make that promise, but that's the goal that I want to do, is just to try to make that happen. And another thing I will say, we have an amazing idea for what we would want to do with some of the profits that come from the third season that me and Jay talked about, and I think it would make for one of the most epic game chasing moments ever. And you know, and if we decide to do that, and if it's practical, if we can do that, and if we decide to make it happen, then we'll let you guys know when that time comes around, so you guys know, you know, what it's going towards. Because if it happens, I think I'm really excited about the potential. If you want like shirts, Game Chaser shirts, and an easier way to get season 1, and after we send out all the pre-orders, if you want to get a season 2 after all the pre-orders get theirs, there's going to be a way to do that. We're working on a shop page to get all that stuff and other merch if you want that. We are working on a really big project with several other YouTubers that you may like, and and I'm not going to tell you what that is quite yet, but you will find out soon enough. What else? I don't think that there's anything else. I think that that's it. I think that's it. I think I've covered pretty much everything. So the new Game Chasers episode will be coming here in the next, I would give it by the weekend. Just give it by the weekend. And yeah, so there we go. Happy New Year. We've got a lot of things planned ahead, and let's make this the year of the gaming chasers, whatever. It's interchangeable.